Good evening, friends. Today, Mukesh Goswami sir has given me to discuss on the topic United Nations. Basically, I would like to discuss about the United Nations, but before I would like to discuss on United Nations, I would like to discuss on the topic what is League of Nations. Basically, the League of Nations was an organization which was organized after the World War One. World War One happens from 1914 to 1918, and after 1918, many political leaders come together and they just organize a committee to stop the war and maintain peace all around the world. So after the World War One, League of Nations was established, and at that time the U.S. president was Mr. Woodrow Wilson, who had given 14 points at that summit, and the 14th point was that he want to build a organization to stop peace and maintain the all over to maintain peace and stop the war, basically. So that was his main motto. So after the establishment of League of Nations, which whose headquarter was in the Geneva, which is situated in the Switzerland. So after in World War II also, League of Nations has participated, but it has failed in the World War II. And after World War II, United Nations had been established. Basically, the United Nations, its journey starts from 21st August 1945 to 24th October 1945 up to its establishment. And on 24th October 1945, UNO come into existence, and at that time there were approx 50 members at that time. 50 members, basically 50 countries have participated to form the United Nations, and the 51st was the Poland. Poland has joined that treaty. And why UN forms? Because in World War II, many types of several losses happen, economic crisis, and many types of epidemics and pandemics have occurred in the World War II. So the leaders decided to just organize a committee and form the UN. UN was formed on 24th October 1945. At present, there are 193 countries which are participating in the UNO, and the latest 193rd member is Sudan. South Sudan, basically South Sudan, is the 193rd member of the UN. And the official languages of the UN are basically English, Chinese, Russian, French, Arabic, and Spanish. And UN and the flag of, and I would like to discuss about the flag of UN. Basically, flag of UN, it comprises of a light blue background in its surrounding, and there is white labeling inside it, and in the white labeling there are two olive branches emerging and opening at the top, and there is a map of world at the center. This is the basically map of UN. And now I would like to tell about the further points about the UN, further things about the UN. Basically, it has basically 5 parts: General Assembly, Security Council, Economic and Social Council, Trusteeship Council, Secretariat, and International Court of Justice. The General Assembly, it consists of an assembly. Basically, in that assembly, all the member of the UN, once in a year, in the month of September, that General Assembly summit happens, and in that assembly, the global discussion is going on in every year. And basically, in this year, I think all the countries have provoked that our climate change and global warming, this type of issue have been discussed in this year, and also the conflict of Taliban in the Afghanistan also. Basically, these things are basically done in the General Assembly. Second one is Security Council. In Security Council, there are 15 members, in which 5 of them are permanent members and 10 of them are non-permanent members. Basically, all the 5 members are USA, France, uh, USA, France, UK, China, and another one is Russia. Yes, another one is Russia. And the 10 non-members countries are in which there is our country name also, India. Basically, in the non-permanent members, the termination is of only 2 years. For only 2 years, they have to join that Security Council. And Security Council also had given, many people had given the proverb that it is the policeman of the world. Basically, Interpol lies inside the Security Council. What is the feature of the Interpol and the policeman of the world? It basically do these things that whenever a war type of situation happen in the world, and conflicts happen in any part of the world, basically it it basically try to just detrumpize that situation and just maintain peace in that area. So basically this is the work of the Security Council. And third one is the Economic and Social Council. What happens in the Economic and Social Council? Basically, the type of economy and social relativity in our day-to-day life, it just happens in this council only. In the Economic Council, many bills have been passed and many reforms are made also. Through this council only, there are many days, I think you also know that many days are celebrated in a year, basically, due to this council only, Economic and Social Council. Basically, this council provide a platform to those people which just those person that they want to just do something good things in their life. So basically, in our country also, our Prime Minister Narendra Modi, he had given a bill to the UN to just celebrate the International Yoga Day on, I think in July, in June, from June 2016, it is still going on. That International Yoga Day is being celebrated every year. So it is because of this council only. Next one I would like to say is the Trusteeship Council. The Trusteeship Council was established in 1945 by the UN Charter under Chapter 13 to provide international expansion for 11 trust territories. Basically, it is a Trusteeship Council. And the another one is Secretariat. Basically, what happens in Secretariat? Basically, the building of UN is basically its land area is approx 17 acres, and 39 story yard buildings is there in the UN. 39 story yard, but basically it is a very long building. And that if there is a so much very long building, and there are many workers are also required to do work in that building of the UN. Basically it is an international organization. So from many parts of the world, UN recruit the top highly skilled persons to work in that organization in the UN. So in the Secretariat, basically these types of persons do work of the daily day-to-day life type of work in the UN. So it is the main part, I think, of the UN, the Secretariat part. And the last part is International Court of Justice. From our India also, Mr. Nagendra Singh, once at a time he was the international justice from our country. Basically, in the International Court of Justice, many international types of cases are being solved. Basically, if you like to know about that, there is a case between India and China. There is one spy, I don't remembering the name of his. Basically, he is something Yadav something. Basically, this case is also in under the International Court of Justice. So these are the things I had told about the UN. If you like the video, don't forget to subscribe and like and comment. Thank you.